Hey. We're mostly on time, at least at the promised time. Might run long tonight. We do have some things to do with Alan. Seeing how he's doing. The answer is fine as far as Alan is concerned. He's kind of moody. That's just how he is. Let's see exactly how moody. How's he faring down there at the bottom of the lake? You'd think he'd be fine. It's kind of what it is that he wanted, but let's remember he did take those parties and those invitations and stuff quite seriously. He strikes me as a creature that needs a lot of attention, not at all one that would simply keep doing what he's doing, regardless of who was watching. So we'll feed the proverbial beast. Give you ears. Give you eyes. Alright. We're over in episodes. We're gonna keep it at normal. The signal.
Previously on Alan Wake, something I only know as the Dark Presence held my wife captive and used her to inform on a horror story that came true.
I'll bring her back.
Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story. I saved Alice, then wrote a better ending for the story. But not without a price. I was trapped somewhere in the dark place, a strange zone somewhere beyond our world.
It's not a lake. It's an ocean.
After the completion of any difficult undertaking, there are mixed emotions. Accomplishment and relief. Sadness, depression. For a while, everything was about the work. Like an illness, it consumed you, changed you. You locked yourself away from the world to do it, and now you need to recover. Learn to live without it. Find a way to crack open the door and let the light back in. I knew this place. It was familiar, but wrong somehow.
Welcome to the...
Everything had a surreal, dreamlike quality.
I can't believe it.
I had a disturbing feeling of deja vu. I had no idea why I was here or where I had been before this moment. But something was waiting for me at the back of the diner.
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love, because it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Here is no longer human.
Well,
Nothing but black coffee.
we've seen this before, haven't we? It seems like Alan is,
I can't believe it.
maybe
Conversation with...
maybe in a nightmare, maybe in the midst of a rewrite.
Are you on your own, or is your wife with you? I can show you the town if you want. I get off work at 6.
Rose, even as a remembrance, extremely thirsty.
Do me a favor, Sonny.
You fucking got it.
Use a tune right now. Number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Now that's what I'm talking about. Yes.
This is it. I'm dying and gone to hell.
I'm not sure how it is that Alan managed to misremember, coconut. Hey, Cynthia.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
That's what they tell me. There we go.
Alan, listen to me. Go no deeper.
What?
Focus. You're losing yourself. I will try to help the best I can, but it's up to you. Find a better point of contact.
What do you mean?
I cannot hear you. Please, you're the one making all this happen. Concentrate. This is what's happening.
Nightmares. Too deep. Can't take the pressure. It's too
Suddenly, Wake found himself face to face with himself.
At the sight of myself, the dream suddenly became lucid. The dark place. That's where I was.
You will need weapons.
There we go. With a little help from Thomas, he put it together.
Not the light itself, but what it represents. You will need it.
And here we go.
A gun. It is a tool in a logical process of elimination. Be careful. I will try to find a better point of contact.
I didn't understand Zane's message, and knowing where I was didn't fix anything. Something had gone wrong after I had finished departure.
Didn't fix anything, Alan. In order to navigate any kind of space, much less the ocean you found yourself in, you do need to know first, like a landmark, an anchor. You have to know where you are to get to where you're going. And now he knows where he is. There we are.
What's that?
Well, we were taking off the filter, so we had to do something.
Day had become night. The diner had become deserted. Then the door was smashed off its hinges and Wake had to fight for his life.
Well, that's what they tell us. And so it is. Small amount of difficulty, handling these sorts of guys in this limited space. But we got it. And now that he knows where he is, we'll work on helping Alan get out of here.
The world had become twisted. These trees didn't belong here.
They didn't. As you can see, our resources are a little bit slim for right now. But that's alright. We don't actually need to stick around and fight these guys. Manuscript pages.
I knew it was my writing, but the words were jumbled dreamlike fragments. Reloading frantically. The rounds slippery stones thrown away from the tent. The bed looked inviting, but it was just the radio. I had to go on. She was startled by the phone.
Ah yes, a Verizon phone with Verizon Navigator queued up.
Working. I hadn't expected that. Hello?
I'm trying to reach you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Did you get it?
Listen, I can help you, but you're drifting deeper. I can't reach you. You must come to me. I can't maintain the connection. Use the words. Follow the signal.
And we have the title drop.
For the GPS system to work, I doubted any satellite was in range here. These were alien skies, but it was guiding me towards something. Towards Zane?
Well, maybe, Wake. Maybe. But that's an awful lot of reliance on outside forces. You should try to be more self-reliant, Alan. You know, your wife is your muse. The man in the diver suit is going to save you and guide you. At what point, Mr. Wake, do we say, I am going to find my way out of here?
Something had shifted again. The dark place was playing tricks on me. It wouldn't stay still.
No, I mean, that is the way dreams work.
The town itself turned against Wake. Cars flew toward him. It cracked bone and crushed muscle. It oozed hate. It wanted to bury him.
So do you think maybe the cars are going to be thrown at us? I think maybe the cars might be thrown at us. Would you look at that? We know how to deal with this. You want a barricade of some sort? Just so long as we don't take any cars to the noggin, we should be alright. And that's true of just about any point in time in anyone's reality. Rifal's Deerfest. Alan did miss Deerfest, didn't he? That's a shame. Looked like everyone was having fun. Whole town had turned out. But we're not going to bother to deal with the bus. Okay. And of course, Barbara's not really in the driver's seat anymore, is she? She did kind of explode. So, truly, Alan kind of has no one to blame but himself for this. It's easy to simply say, we're missing. That the darkness is responsible, but dark is just a thing, a condition of the world. It's formless, ultimately blameless. Weightless if you know how to move through it. But Alan, for all of his grim and grit in his stories, doesn't seem to be able to do that, does he? Maybe he's just written that way. Maybe Thomas had some problems with the dark. Yeah, still got that slap in, huh? Alright. And that's a big whiff from Big Country here. So the encounters in the DLC set up a little bit differently, aren't they? Much closer quarters than we're used to, not so much space to move around, and not many repositories of resources.
What I saw was familiar, and yet it wasn't.
Hello.
I cannot keep up. You're going too deep. I will try to guide you. Follow the signal.
I'm trying.
You must face yourself. Follow.
Oh!
The GPS system was supposed to lead me to Zane, but the shifts were...
It's not on.
I had to keep...
Alan, it's not on. I'm looking at it.
alone.
You should try turning it on. That might help. Anyway, he's convinced he won't survive alone.
More The street wasn't so much ripped apart as it was missing. Like some great hand had reached down and scooped it up. Everything felt erratic, unstable.
That's the problem with stream of consciousness style writing. You have to give yourself time to go back and edit, otherwise I threw my ammunition right off the fucking hillside there. Ain't that a bitch? Yeah, I can see it glinting. Cool, thanks. Anyway, like I was saying, if you don't allow yourself time to edit, time to revise, if you don't admit that you need to do these things, to read back over your work several times probably before publishing it anywhere, well, this is what you get. Large tracts of the story missing. And no visual arts team to make sure that, you know, that gets portrayed in a way that makes sense. Mixing up some enemy types. Deal with the biggest issue. Yeah, no, it's just this guy and the birds. Oh no, we had one that was hiding around back there. Okay, now we're good. Now we're alright. Well, at least given that we're in the lake, we kind of know how this works. You find a concept, you shine a light on it. It becomes a little bit more tangible. You'd think he could dream a little bigger, though, you know? But I suppose there's safety in familiarity.
Where are you? Look, I'm trying to follow your goddamn signal.
The dark place is playing tricks on you. You're still going deeper. I'm trying to guide you, but it's hard.
What is this?
I can help you if you just stop sinking.
What? This is bullshit.
It's happening again. Brace yourself.
I was running after Zane, and he was telling me I was going too deep. It was ridiculous, but I was more scared than amused. I felt like I was being hindered by an unseen force in ways I couldn't fight. All I could do was keep going.
Well, that is typically how nightmares work, isn't it, Wake? He also doesn't seem to believe that he's the one doing this. Alan seems to have a locus of control that is unhealthily external. Okay. Seems like that's where we're going. We're just hopping this fence. Yeah. There we go. We've made it. There's a memory there, but... we do want these. Some extra batteries. Some extra pieces for the flare gun. Anything else? No? Just the memory. Let's see what he remembers.
I don't see Barry.
Look, wait, maybe that's him. That's the way to the chopper.
I remember this. This happened before we found Barry.
Yes, it did.
The playground. Wake's pathetic memories of the Wonder Years and the contrary little boy pretending he didn't miss his father he never knew.
Oof. You speared us both with that one, Wake.
Around and slides, eager to cave in his head.
Sometimes he's on point. Oh, I think we're stuck against the wall again. You know how that can be. Yeah, we were. Oh, there was a small horse. Well, that's my bad. Didn't see it. In we go.
Playground. Wake's pathetic memories of the Wonder Years and the contrary little boy pretending he didn't miss his father he never knew. Who surged up and beat Wake down. Merry-go-rounds and slides, eager to cave in his head.
Okay. Well, get it on. Yeah, no, this time I got you, though. They knocked over the TV. Oh, an alarm clock. This is what we collect in this chapter of the DLC. Alarm clocks with which to wake up. I don't think it particularly matters how many we get. They're just there for you to pick up if you want to. Kind of like the thermoses. Seems unstable. Not much to grab.
I had to find the key to get the door open.
We sure do. Ah, they done it to the deer float again. We have found the key.
Wait, I got the door open.
It was the concept of a key, but still. And we've banished the float of a deer fest we never got to go to. It's important to let things like that go, Wake. We can't win them all. Besides, you know, you gotta get out in time for Deer Fest next year. There we go. This time nothing fell off into a gorge. That's nice.
It was changing, twisting, uncontrolled. It was too big on the inside. He couldn't see the ceiling. Something was moving in there. He was lost. He couldn't find the exit.
Asshole.
You're also incorrect on the outside there, Alan. There's the exit right here. See? Boom.
Not again.
into another hole. We're in the crypts now.
Getting more severe. I wasn't sure if the place got bigger or I got smaller. The signal was going forward. I would have to find my way out on my own.
I'm sorry, I interrupted his narration with this. This is how stuff works down here. You got blast that you can trigger in order to not only remove a hazard for you, but provide a whole lot of light and something quite harmful to keep the inevitable taken at bay. Taken that I might add that Wake himself is dreaming up at this point. These are not people. This is now finally all in Wake's head. And it also poses an interesting, like, just from a level design standpoint. We're used to waving our flashlight around to see. That is hazardous. Because we also run the risk of blowing ourselves right the fuck up. We don't want to do that. And so we have to navigate this, being careful what it is we're looking at. Not the most foreign of concepts, you know, for me anyway, I'll say. And without getting too deep in the weeds on gun chat again. But, you know, people tend to take their hands with them when they look places. All you have to do to get through this is not do that. There you go. You go that way. And it'll be slow going through here for a moment or two. I'm not certain if those guys are timed or what the deal is. He's a charging. Didn't make it very far on that one, did he? Okay. Yeah, just real nasty spots to get caught in. I haven't seen anyone else come through, though. So at least there's that. We are free to diffuse this minefield in search of resources within. Resources that, frankly, we could use. and the bird are communing. I believe we're almost done here. I've looked everywhere. Yeah. We're dry. Well, fruitless, but oh well. Up we go. Following Thomas.
Zane left me a page. He was trying to help me.
We can shake stuff. We can scream. We can put up a wall. We can conjure the image of a bestseller. But what we really need is a friend.
Yowza!
There he is. Yowza.
Hey, bestseller! Looking good!
You're not real.
Well, no shit. What gave me away? What, the see-through thing? I'm a figment of your imagination, just like pretty much everything else you see here. Maybe even you.
Maybe.
Yeah, you're right. Everything that happened before made perfect sense, but this is insane. Good catch, Al.
Okay, look, I gotta get going. The GPS...
The GPS, yeah, I know. Follow the signal. Got it.
Okie doke. Barry, helping me out in roasting Wake.
I'm here to help you. The thing is, you need to get a grip, all right?
You nag the way the real Barry does. You know that?
Well, hey, be fair. It's not my fault you think I'm annoying.
I don't think you're annoying.
Al, baby, relax, it's cool. Just try to stay on the ball here. You need to do what Zane tells you. He's been here for ages. He's like the expert.
It's true. He has been down here the longest. Well, the longest out of anyone in this narrative.
Anyway, if this is insane
Yeah.
from your mind, what's that say about you?
Fine, enough. I can't believe I was actually happy to see you.
Oh, come on. Don't shit a shitter, Al. Deep down, you're always happy to see me. Can't lie to yourself, know what I'm saying?
I must be a sucker for punishment.
You? No, really? And I always thought you went out of your way to avoid trouble.
Thanks. Thanks for that.
Barry, I'm always happy to see you. Is that something else going? Oh no, that's just the old flashlight. The old dumpy flashlight. We don't want that. We want this. We want to be able to strip away those shields as quickly as possible. Could have sworn there was another battery pack here, but I think it rolled off into oblivion.
I think the signal's pointing towards that thing in the distance.
Yeah, that'd be the Biltmore sawmill.
How the hell do you know that?
I don't know anything you don't. So why don't you ask yourself that? Huh? Maybe you saw a sign for it back in the real world, or maybe it's the sawmill because I said it's the sawmill and now you can't get it out of your head.
Fantastic.
Yeah, sure. Mama! Anyhow, I guess the pen is mightier
If you complete that sentence, you're fired.
mightier than the sword.
You're fired.
Oh.
We can do this with them. They're flashbangs we don't have to throw. So we want to look out for the word boom. Tools is also good. Fireworks, of course.
He could feel it coming. Not even flesh anymore. Just shadows and ghosts and thoughts.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but it ain't that big of a thing. See? Now, just like any other spot, we can get through this just fine. Just pump there, huh? Wake? That's all we got? Well, we do want to be able to rapidly engage, and it does have more ammunition. We got boom, we got fireworks. We just kind of keep these handy. Some are nicer to use quicker than others. Scatter those everywhere, didn't they? Bye. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I just want the batteries. Oh no, we're good on batteries. Never mind. Tried to dodge, didn't quite work out. Here. And we continue through like this. I believe I hear them. Yeah, there we go. Bit late on that warning. Just a smidge. Anyway. We can also see up there it says possessed. No, not all words summon something fun. Some of them are pointless, some of them, like this up here, actually summon an enemy. From behind, huh? Anything in here? No, not really. Seems like... cannot see where they would have been coming from. Alright, well... we have bridge, but it's moving around an awful lot. So we're just gonna have to do this.
You're gonna have to make your way closer. I'm thinking the solution probably has something to do with those words.
Really? You think?
Yeah, you should probably use them.
Your insight is staggering.
Oh, I know.
Our boy Wake is a little bit more prickly when he's not trying to play the hero, isn't he?
I give advice, and you follow. That's when things go right. When you get up to something on your own, that's when the trouble starts.
That's horseshit.
Al, I'm not saying anything you haven't come up with first. Figment, remember?
This kind of thing could drive a man insane.
No! This is great! And it's probably therapeutic for you, too.
I mean, maybe. This is therapeutic for me. Cynthia Weaver, the Lady of the Light, the cloud of gloom in the well-lit room. Weaver's difficult and uncompromising life is illuminated in Cynthia Weaver Carrying the Torch, an enlightening and occasionally harrowing biography by Ellen Adams, who was an intern at the Bright Falls Record under Weaver's editorship. I suppose these are all things that Wake considered writing. That's why they're here.
Wake's own words, littering the landscape. His books common and discarded, like mud beneath his feet. Hardbacks, paperbacks, turned against him. Trash. Just cheap trash.
I had seen weird transmissions of myself before, but not like this. The version of myself I saw now sounded insane. Like a demented storyteller who was out to torment and destroy his protagonist.
That's not a hard thing to do, Wake. You can kill off your protagonist at any point in time. It's just that it's not a very good idea. Still feeling the actual weight of his last release, huh? Your metaphors are a little bit ham-handed, Wake. Not afraid to say it. See? Uh-huh. And so once again we have kind of a minefield of things, don't we? We can be careful where we point our light. We can also... well, it's books this time. They're kind of like birds, right? There they go. Goodbye. We can also kind of pick our fights this way. So, while, you know, it's advantageous to move through and be careful, we can also isolate. And I don't think that's true, man. We can also isolate and eliminate.
Come on, you gotta be careful.
Oh, well, that solved itself. And so we see if we trigger a boom in the midst of it, it sometimes activates and inactivates a whole lot of things all at once, doesn't it? Books. Should be a flare here now. Yep, there we go. And dotted in with the rest of it is, of course, other things. Tools, other enemies. Who's still standing after that? One possessed there. Another possessed there. Ravens. We'll trigger the boom. Yeah, what do you think of this chapter, Pi? Is this working out for you? We had something else thrown at us, but I don't really know where they got to. It may have just been in the air. No. Hello? Yeah, he's somewhere. Ah. Blends in well. Anyway, of course, there's no reason to bring them all into being. You pick and choose. What's advantageous? What can you handle the most easily? When is it going to stop throwing the flares into the gorge? Probably never.
The earth shook. Streetlights pushed themselves up through the ground, flickering madly and spitting sparks.
How are you doing that when you're just smiling?
Far too many figures advancing eagerly, already tasting the kill.
Okay. I agree. Kick. Cool visuals, though.
Okay, this is just too weird. You're weird.
Barry,
Nah, it's getting good, Barry.
out of my head.
That's just the way this place is, Al. All that random stuff in your head. Imagination.
For this spot, the only thing that we're going to be doing is just kind of running. We want to get from spot to spot and not linger too long, because they do spawn infinitely, I believe. You know, Alan talking about too many figures and this and that. Bye, boys. And there we go. We're clear through the light maze. Not really a maze, more just a sprint. Uh-huh. A red box. Barry, who thinks he's hiding.
You need to get that door open before you can get into the warehouse. That's the way forward. If I'm making this up, why is it so complicated? Because you're a complicated man, and no one understands you. But I'm talking.
Barry.
Wake, unwilling to realize that Barry is just speaking the truth. No, it's another one of these. Well, we know what to do with this.
It's a demolition derby! Help! It's a demolition derby! A death rally!
Yeah, there's another truck. Well, ain't that something?
Make sure you don't bite your tongue out!
It's true, you probably do want to wear a mouth guard for something like this that has the impact that it does. There we go. Just in case we need it. This one is about spent.
Seatbelt down! That one is going right to the great junkyard in the sky!
I mean, yeah, if I hadn't already disintegrated them, sure, Barry. Sure. Ah, it's another pump action. We'll take the ammunition. We'll press this. The way is open. And, wouldn't you know it, there's a fresh Jeep right here. Ah, but first. I hear people. We'll get to them. There you go, in, scoot over. And it's on. You can understand why I would, you know, keep a spare vehicle on hand here. There's at least one more in here. Or at least I thought there would be. Maybe not. Might be that it's just still registering the stuff outside. Okay, well. A flare, a memory, a red box. An option for a hunting rifle. Well, we may. There we are. As much as I would like to. It just does not have the ammunition. What do they come with, like 8? Let's have a memory.
Hey, what are you up to? I thought this was my side of the bed.
Fucking wrong. All sides of the bed are my side of the bed.
He entered the trap, surrounded by enemies.
Yeah.
Yet nowhere to run.
I'm so sick of you.
There we go. And there we are. A cleared passageway. No real easy way to do it, but we managed. Climb. Not ladder, just the concept of climbing. Well, we have recharge. We have flashlight. Perhaps a better one. It is the heavy-duty lantern, which he just kicked to the side without picking up. There we are. We got there, hop hell. A little clumsy. He's you'd figure he'd be a little bit more with it, given that it's a dream of his, but it's Alan.
Sound, is it?
No, it isn't.
What, the chainsaw? I got something for the chainsaw guy, don't worry about him. I got plenty of things for the chainsaw guy. We just gotta yeah, there he is. Boom. I told you. Oh, there's another? Or is this the same one? Well, that's done. Alan's mental Barry is more of a worrywart than Barry is. Oh wait, what happened? I missed it. Okay. Well. Here we go. More tight spaces. Which again, I mind in this game less than I did in Dead Space. It doesn't fight me. Ow. I mean, like, you know, the NPCs definitely still fight me, but it's not the same. I'm not struggling with the controls and a bad camera. As intentionally bad as it may have been. I'm struggling against the things that you're supposed to struggle against. Bye. Okay. Covered your friend, huh? That's nice of you. Alright. How many more do you think they'll have before we're out of here?
I think the dust in this place is setting off my allergies. You're not sure there. Well, my allergies are definitely... See? Allergies.
That's alright, man. I don't do well with dust either. And aha, another red box. It's nice of him to begin imagining himself supplies, you know? He had kind of avoided doing that part of it before. Look out. Oh, you needed one more, huh? That's on me. Okay. Yeah, now we're good. Okay, so we've got bridge. We've got bridge again. Looks like it's a multi-part bridge. We've got a memory. Let's have a memory.
Stop it! They're waiting for us downstairs. We don't have time for Alan.
I knew she wasn't really here, but she still made my heart ache. I had saved Alice, but I wasn't even sure when that happened. Was it days ago? Weeks? Longer? I had no way of knowing.
Yeah, could have been quite some time before. Anyway, you know, the party guests can wait. Alice Wake, the nyctophobic beauty with the muserific booty. Oh, that was hard for my brain to even parse. It didn't want to read those words. It just blanked them. Alright. The soothing oasis in a seething crisis. The renowned and award-winning photographer's new coffee table book features intensely personal and intimate images from a life haunted by a husband who was never there. Writer's Muse. Pre-orders accepted now. We got like a static thing happening here, huh? Wonder what that's about. Come on, Wake. Pull it together.
That looks crazy dangerous, Al.
Yeah, it is. That's a bad idea. Did you still push me? He did, he shoved me. Impolite. Impolite. Any words here that mean more bullets, Alan? Yeah, come on. Alright. There you go, you've had a breather. Jeez. Well, another memory.
Hey, lover. Come here. I've got something for you.
I could only hope that Alice was all right. I didn't know what happened to her after she left the dark place.
Zane? Is that you?
No, dude, it's a camera. Come on.
Hey, hold that pose. That was a good one.
Like this?
Yeah, but smile a little more. No, that's too much. You want to look mysterious. Maybe a little tough. You know how people go for those dangerous bad boys.
Do they?
Dangerous?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, he sure isn't.
Terrible things all the time. People want to think that you're intimately familiar with them. You kill Casey in this book. You need to look a little bit like a murderer. Oh, that's good. Do that again. You look handsome.
And dangerous.
You know, I wasn't sure about the beard before, but I was wrong. It looks good on you. Okay, I think we're done.
Great. I want to get out of this suit.
Hey, things are looking up.
Guess danger is sexy.
That was when I was still working, when I felt like a real writer instead of a fraud. It was a good memory. I wished I hadn't seen it.
Well, I mean, Wake, you're a real writer. It's just that you gotta understand what it is you're producing. What you've got going on is perfectly marketable. Also, it does help if you have some familiarity with violence, if you're writing violence. Otherwise, you end up with things like, well, I mean, nerds all over the place go crazy for John Wick. It's a good-looking movie. I haven't seen the second one, or the third. Are we up to 3? But it looks like he's running a pistol course, not fighting. Which is what he's doing. He's running a pistol course. That's it. It's what he trained to do. Nothing wrong with it. But it is not authentic violence. Well, we're not in New York. At least not the part of New York that Wake is from. There's parts of New York where you could look out your window and see this. Alright. He's not breathing at you. It's okay. It's just his dive suit. See?
You made it. This area of the dark place is calmer, at least for the time being. We can talk here, but we don't have much time.
Mm-hmm.
Zane, how do I get out of here?
That's what you face. That's you, even as we speak.
Darkness. Darkness coming! Swept him away. Lost. He knew. He knew! He couldn't hold on. He knew there was no way out. Oh!
No, I'm right here,
What
Zane.
was going wrong?
That's not me. It's just, I don't know, an echo, a hallucination, the dark presence.
No, the dark presence is not responsible for this. You are making this happen. You're trapped in your own nightmares. You are fighting yourself.
Thanks, Tom.
Wade didn't understand it. He would never make it. He would never wake up. He'd get swallowed up in the rising tide of darkness. It was coming. It was coming.
Shut up! Ah!
No, Alan, you must.
Swept away by the gathering insanity, Zane was gone. Wade could feel the pressure gnawing at his mind. The darkness wasn't so bad. It was in him. He felt it. He knew the voice spoke the truth. It was just too hard to think. He couldn't make sense of it. He wanted to go with the flow. Stop thinking and just let go.
Well, I mean, you know, the darkness is not so bad. It's fine. You just have to be able to, you know, hold your proverbial liquor. Wake's no good at it. See, like, look at this. This is fine. This is nothing. It's just shadows. For him, it's potentially lethal. Ow. I could have sworn I was shining something directly at your face, but whatever. And there he goes again about, this it's so much easier to let go business. I don't know about that, Wake. There's nothing to really let go of here. Blocked my fucking shot. Pain in the ass. Here. But, like, let go of what? If the darkness, whatever it is you might label the darkness, is a part of you, what exactly are you letting go? The witches whispered yourself, and, you know, I'd say that that's precisely why it's stupid. Anyway, I'm glad we get to break Alan's fucking low-resolution TV. Son of a bitch. Okay. Yeah, there's book birds. But we have plenty of batteries, it's fine. Yeah, alright. Relax, you drama queen. See, this is what I mean. Drama queen.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Really, Wayne. Really, Wayne. Come on. Your delusions.
Why is this happening to me? Lodge. No. No. Hartman. There's no way out. No way out. No way out. I need to get out of here. Get out. No. How do I get out of here?
Well, Alan's having some problems trying to get out of here. I am also certain to be continued, and it will be. We'll be continuing it tonight. Just a moment here. We are going to, you know, send you where we go. We'll leave you with our music for a moment or two, and I will be right back, and then we'll get back to Alan.